Hey guys, welcome back to Pro Gun. If you haven't already done so, please click the subscribe button. We'd greatly appreciate that. I recently did an unboxing of the Glock 44 and 22 long rifle, and I didn't own it long enough to do a real evaluation as far as true functionality, durability, reliability, etc. So now, after having a chance to field test it and torture test it, I will present you my findings and tell you whether I feel it's worth having and worth the money. This is unloaded. Okay, the reason I purchased this is, as an NRA instructor, I train my students with a 22 pistol. And there's a couple reasons for that. Mainly it's because some of them have never shot a firearm before, and I didn't want them to be afraid when they heard the loud boom or a big recoil. So I trained them on 22s. Now I have a bunch of other 22s, but I decided I would also get the Glock because the Glock 44 is the same exact dimensions as a Glock 19. It's the same fit, the same feel, the same function, so that after handling this and you decide at a later time you want to upgrade to a larger gun and get the Glock 19 and 9mm, there's zero learning curve, okay? Like all Glocks, it's got the same Glock trigger, the same Glock sights, the same Glock grip. The thing I like about this is that what Glock did was Glock made this exactly like they made all their other Glocks. There's very few gun manufacturers that do that with a 22 pistol. Matter of fact, most of the other manufacturers' 22 pistols are nothing like any other gun they have in their product line. So, hats off to Glock for this. The one thing I don't like about it is, and this is the only thing I don't like about it, it's extremely light. It's only 12 ounces. So when you pick this thing up, it weighs nothing. Now they made the magazine look like a Glock 19 magazine, okay? I would have thought there would have been a way that they could have put some lead weights in the magazine to make this a little heavier so it's a little bit more realistic feeling, but I understand why, and it's because of the slide blowback, okay? They had to make the slide a hybrid slide, and it's a combination of steel and polymer. If they made this all steel, the problem is that the ejector springs would have to be so heavy that the 22 long rifle wouldn't generate enough pressure to rack the slide. So I get why they did it. That being said, that's my only drawback. Another reason I like this is because it's just like every other Glock. After a student goes to shoot, field stripping this takes about 5 seconds, just like every other Glock, okay? So it's real important for a new shooter to know how to field strip their gun. And once they learn how to do this on this gun and they upgrade to a larger caliber Glock, it's the same process, so it works out really well for them, and there's nothing left to learn. Now, reliability. I've had my students beat the crap out of this gun, and I've had them use boxes of loose ammunition I got from a friend. I have no idea what it is or where it came from. I used Federal Bulk Pack and Remington Thunderbolt, and I have to tell you, thousands of rounds, and these are shooters that some of them have never even loaded a magazine before. Not a single failure. I got to tell you, I'm super impressed, even on rapid fire. Now, I don't know if they made improvements to this from the time they first came out to when I bought it, because some of the reviews that I've seen, they complained that they were very finicky with ammo and that they jammed a lot. And I got to tell you, this gun has not had a single failure. And besides the fact that I've had students shoot thousands of rounds through this, I haven't cleaned this yet, intentionally. I intentionally haven't cleaned it because I was waiting to see if it got all buggered up, if it would affect the reliability. And it did not. It's just a well-made gun because it's a Glock. Now, the price tag on this is slightly under $400. So a lot of people are wondering, is it really worth $400 for a 22? Absolutely. This is worth every penny of it. The other thing is the reliability factor. Okay, now this is not my best gun. It's not my most expensive gun, but as far as reliability goes, this is one of my most reliable guns. And it's also not my most accurate, but again, reliability, this is way up there on the list of reliability compared to all the other guns I have. So now the question is it worth owning and is it worth the money? Absolutely. It's worth every penny. It's definitely worth owning, especially if you're an instructor or you're teaching people that have never shot before, or you may have a Glock 19 yourself and you just want a cheap way to shoot. You get this Glock 44 and you buy some 22 and you can shoot all day at the range for cheap. And it's a great way to introduce new people to firearms. So if you've been thinking about purchasing the Glock 44 and couldn't make up your mind, I hope this review helps you. And I would say go ahead and pull the trigger. You won't regret it. Thanks for watching.